Hello, my name is Nicole. I'm one of the Paws for People's trainers. The dog I have is Myer. This week's been a little bit different. Let's see, I gave him to his client on Monday. But that morning we went on a walk before and we practiced our heeling and our side just so he'd be refreshed and would be a little bit more focused hopefully when he got to his client, because we just done a little bit of training that morning. We walked around my apartment complex and we did heeling, and he doesn't quite have the words differentiated between heeling and side, but he'll go right into it if you lead him. So I was trying to practice a lot with him, trying to get just the word down so he can just respond with the word and not necessarily needing the leash to lead him or someone to point to lead him. So I gave him to his client, and his client had him for a lot of the week, but we met up for training. We trained at Walmart, which I guess my client had told me that last time Walmart was a really big challenge for him. So this time we were excited, and I was ready to see how far we could get and how much progress we could make. Myer was really excited to see all the people. There was a large crowd because all the clients were there and stuff like that. So he was pretty excited. He did a pretty good job. He did actually a really good job focusing on his client when he also had his two trainers there, me and Jasmine, beside him. Every once in a while he would kind of look at us or try to come to us, and then his client Clay would get him to refocus and tell him, you're with me, focus with me, and he did a good job. There was actually one point when we just had to stop and relax and just settle down, and so we sat and laid on the floor, and Myer laid right down with Clay, and he did perfectly, just right there for him to comfort, really relaxed. Myer was so calm, just really laying there ready to ease any of Clay's anxieties or anything like that. But we practiced, we practiced a lot of hold it and get it and things like that. Myer, we tried with a bag of pins, and he ended up kind of flinging them and ripping them open. He does really well. I think he's a little excited, so he kind of turned into a little bit of a game. So with Clay, we just had to practice cutting him, stopping him faster, and correcting him and repeating a command. He would get it and then he'd hold it and not just bring it straight over. He'd kind of hold it and then nod and do things like that. So we tried to really practice, have him get it and then bring it to you when you ask for it. And then if he keeps kind of tossing it, playing with it, just interrupt him, say and ask him the command again and try again, or even help him. We showed Clay how he could practice holding by just putting an object, having him take an object and telling him hold and holding his mouth closed. It was my first time training with Clay, so that was pretty cool. I think it was a little intimidating at first. Usually I'm the one being taught how to train, and so it was different teaching someone else to train. But by the end of it, I wasn't too nervous giving advice and things like that. But Myer did a really pretty good job. He definitely was a little bit more anxious and excited, and seemed a little bit more distracted with everything going on with all three of us, but there's a lot more tension and anxiety and things like that. But otherwise, I think he did a great job. It was a really good time at Walmart. So I was really happy to get to train with the client, and it was a good time. And I guess next week. Bye!